Okay, I'm going to try to get through this video this time. I've tried to make this a few times, to be honest. I get phone calls, I get... Anyhow, that's neither here nor there. What's up, YouTube? How's it going? You know what time it is. It's my fan time. I got some hat pickups here acquired over the past few weeks. And yes, we're getting through this corona pandemic one day at a time. It's certainly, as we know, it's been... Yeah. Nothing much on, nowhere to go. But, you know, the best advice is just follow, you know, all the procedures that are out there. You know, stay safe, stay in as much as you can, follow social distancing, all that stuff. Don't be like those idiots who ran to spring break out in Florida, down in Florida, those weeks ago, and brought it all back. But you know, be safe out there, everyone. I know it's been tough. It's certainly been tough for me. I'm fortunate in the fact that I still have, you know, the job I do. I work from home. You know, I'm not really hurting, you know, as a lot of people are without work and everything. So I'm fortunate in that regard. But of course, as you know, I love sports, and it's been, you know, to have that, rightfully so, and I understand the reasonings why, but to have that taken away for this long of a time to this point, you know, being a partial season ticket holder to the Phillies, it's been, you know, certainly tough. Obviously, this would have been the start of baseball season a few weeks in. The playoffs would have been going on for the winter sports. So much. This time of year, of course, is just chock full of sports, and what we have right now is the NBA 2K Players Tournament on ESPN. That's the only sports going on right now until the NFL draft. And that tournament has been very disappointing. There's been one blowout after another, so it's not even like it's good games to watch there, you know. But it is what it is. I'm hoping that something can be salvaged of the seasons. You know, for baseball, I'm hoping we don't lose the full season. I'm hoping that the warmer weather in the summer kind of, and I know it's a super flu, and who knows, your guess is as good as mine with this thing, but I'm hoping maybe it kills it off and we can start to get to not exact normalcy, but at least some sort of normalcy out there. And but you know what? We'll all get through this thing. You know, we'll get through this thing, but we'll do so easier if we can all follow the guidelines that have been put out there. You know, wear the mask where you have to, keep the social distancing, stay in, you know, stay in, stay safe. You know, and we'll get through this thing. You know, we will get through this thing. But as it is with anyone else, being indoors, you know, just about all day means more browsing around the web and all. So I've had some pickups. I actually do have a couple things on the way, both representing the same team. In fact, I have another item that I was able to pick up. I'm not showing it now because that team is the same as the two that are represents the same team as the other two hats coming out. Although the one package seems to be enjoying its time in New Jersey right now. I don't know why. You know, with this pandemic, who knows? You know what's going on. The mail can be kind of strange here and there, and I get that. But this package has been like roaming around New Jersey for just about a week. It's just it likes it there, and I guess because this particular team has a pretty famous player from New Jersey, so I guess maybe it's just it feels at home. I don't know, but I'm hoping to get it. I am hoping to get it, and I'm hoping to share it, you know, with you, the viewer. But you know, yeah, I'm still. And the funny thing is, one of the hats I have here came from the same seller on Macari, and that one came in a few days, and this one just is just it doesn't want to get across the Delaware River for whatever reason. Just make that trip. It's okay. But hopefully I'll have it within another day or two. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But anyhow, let's get to what I have on hand. These first two were from Poshmark. In fact, the first 5 were from Poshmark. These two were from one seller. Kind of packaged these two for me, and here they are. So, yeah, it does represent, like I've said many times before, and I'll say again, some of my favorite hat styles are from the early to mid 2000s because they went with jerseys. Okay, and Mitchell and Ness, this is a Mitchell and Ness fitted. And at one point, they were making these baseball hats to go with their jerseys and jackets that they were selling. So here's the Pirates. So this one will go with my 71 Clemente, and also there's other Pirate jerseys I'd like to get in the future, whether it's custom or authentic, vintage authentic, particularly from like the 90s era. The home jersey, and it has that kind of same, the Pirates across the chest of the jerseys. It's also, this style basically right across it on the 71 Clemente. So we'll go with that. Mitchell and Ness logo on the side. You got the MLB Classics logo, Cooperstown, if you will, on the other side. It has the Pirates right across the front. It's got the white brim, which you can see the old sticker that I always take off the stickers. I'm sorry if people don't, but I always do. But it does leave that residue for a little bit until, kind of. But there it is. The underbrim is yellow. It's got the black band on the inside. It does have the line kind of theme here going, design rather, to kind of break up in the panels for the rest of the hat. And it's black around the rest of the hat with the yellow lines. You got the Pirates P, or the Pittsburgh P, if you will, on the front, or on the back rather. That's the logo you'd usually see on the front of the hat. It's on the back here, and the black button. Very nice hat. These are harder to get. The old Mitchell & Ness MLB hats, they're harder to find. I have a couple in the collection, but not too many. And I would like to get more. But next one, same seller. Yep, there it is, the pinwheel design. Yep, my favorite. So this is the Milwaukee Bucks. So you have the green, the hunter green on the brim and on the front of the crown. The older Bucks logo right there on the front has the white button and the white side panels with the New Era flag, of course, the New Era hat. On the back, you have the Milwaukee arced on the back there. Now this would be on the front of those jerseys, and I have the swingman line for Mitchell and Ness for the Big O, Oscar Robertson and the Milwaukee Bucks. So that will go. This hat will go with that. I do also hope to get at some point the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar version with the Milwaukee across the front like this. I have one Jabbar, but it's not. It's a different year, so it's more of a scripted Milwaukee. But I would like to get the one. That's the same one basically as that Big O jersey with that Milwaukee on the front at some point. The bottom is a black under brim, and you have the black band on the inside. Pinwheel, ooh. I love these. I really do. And I'm hoping maybe if New Era wants to make some more, because there are some other teams that I can't find, or if I do find it, it's not in my size because it fitted. So if New Era or any other another company decides to make these again someday, it would make it easier for me to get the ones that I need. But we'll see. It was a hot design back then. I still like it. And I'm hoping that maybe it makes a comeback one day, but we'll see. All right, these next three came from another seller on Poshmark. They had these as a bundle, the three as a set. So here they are, all New Era fitteds. First one here is more like the Cooperstown line. This is the Oakland A's, representing like the older, from the 70s into the 80s era A's hat. So you got that lighter Kelly green all around the crown of the hat, canary yellow button on the top, canary yellow brim, Big A's logo on the front. It does have the New Era flag kind of camoed in there, camouflaged in, because it is green. It's a lighter green, but it's green in there, so it's not as obvious as if they made like a white flag that they usually do for the fitteds. It also doesn't have the Batterman logo in the back, and that's because it represents the era when they didn't have the Batterman logo in the back. So, they wanted to make it historically right in that regard, although they do have the New Era flag on the side. But green under brim and the white band on the inside. Very nice. And I got Reggie Jackson and Raleigh Fingers and Catfish Hunter. And even, I guess, some of the early Ricky Hendersons that would go well with, too. So, yeah. So there it is. Next one here is slightly an older New Era on-field fitted. I say slightly older. It's the Seattle Mariners, but you'll note it does not have the New Era flag on the side. The New Era flag was put on the side a few years ago, like it is on this, although it's not baseball, but this hat. And like it or love it, they put it on for some years ago, and that's the way it's going to be. But this one represents one of the on-field fitteds from before that, so there is no New Era flag on the side. But it's the on-field fitted for the Mariners. It's the teal brim. I really like this. I got some kid jerseys, Ken Griffey Jr.'s that will go with well with this one. Jerseys in the collection. Seattle logo on the front. It's got the teal button on top. It does have the Batterman logo. Obviously represents the year where they did put the Batterman logo, the more new age of the MLB. You have the black underbrim, black band, but again, no New Era flag on the side because it was previous to when they put that on. Last but not least, from that seller on Poshmark, I got the Road Detroit Tigers. I do have this hat somewhere in my collection, but I got it years ago. I forget what size it is, but this one is more of my size of choice. But anyhow, this is the Road hat. Again, no New Era flag because it was previous to them putting the flag on the side. It does have the Batterman logo. It's got the orange button, black on the brim, black band on the inside. That orange Detroit D on the front, which I really like. Very nice, classic, clean hat right there. I got a Road Pudge Rodriguez Tigers jersey that this hat will certainly go with. So there you go. And that was from that one particular seller. This next one was the Macari pickup from the seller I'm still waiting on the other package from. But was happy to find this. It's the Seattle Mariners, the Star Trident logo, which it is a tougher one to find than just the regular Trident, old school 80s, 70s, 80s logo. This one's a little more difficult to get. And I know they wore this on field, so I believe this is from when they wore this for the on-field fitted for that throwback game. It's an older one, so it doesn't have the New Era flag. It does have the Batterman logo, which is more camoed in it, but you have the big, bold logo on the front. And I have a few Mariners jerseys in the collection from this era, that represent this era, I should say, that this hat definitely goes well with. So I was glad to find it when I did. So there it is. And last but not least, now this is a setup hat, and I have said this in the past, that as a jersey head, and hat head too, but as a jersey head, if I know there's a jersey out there that I definitely want to grab at some point, it's going to take me a little longer to get this one because it sold out on Fanatics and Fans Edge quicker than I thought it would. Being a jersey head is like being a hat head. It's like playing a stock market, and you just sometimes you take a chance, you hold off on something, and then maybe it's not there, then you have to wait. You kind of try to gauge how quickly things could sell out, and should you move on it this quick, should you wait? Sometimes the price range kind of dictates it, and sometimes flat out, there's just other things on the list that I want, ahead of it. So it is like playing a stock market. It is trying to gauge what's going to be a big hitter, what's not. I know that there's been hat heads who've talked about stuff on Hat Club on the site, the new releases, and sometimes you just have to jump on something right away while it's still available, and sometimes maybe you can wait a little bit. It's the same with jerseys. There are some jerseys that are, particularly with Mitchell and Ness, that come out, and some that stay around seemingly forever available, and then there are others that are gone like that, and we're in a time right now where everyone's home because of the pandemic, so that makes it a little more, tricky to hold on to wait on some stuff. But this particular jersey is one I would like to get in the collection. Wasn't able to grab it during one of their umpteenth sales that they have on Fanatics and Fans Edge, all run by the same company. But needless to say, I did get the hat for it, and hopefully, whenever the time comes that we get back to some sort of normalcy and we can actually go out and places like the Mitchell & Ness store is open and they're having their sales, I can go there and pick it up during one of their sales. The store, unlike the website, does not exclude new releases from sales. Now they do have the exclusions, obviously: Kobe, Michael Jordan, Jim Brown, Mickey Mantle, and I believe I believe Jackie Robinson, if I'm not mistaken, is one of their sale excluded players list. But at least I know the others that I mentioned. But this player isn't. So if I can ever get to the store during a sale, I would be able to pick it up on sale, because online on their site they exclude the new releases, and it's a new release jersey, so it kind of sucks. They just had a sale like a couple weeks ago, and of course it was excluded. So I'm like, yeah. But I wasn't able to get on Fanatics or Fans Edge either, so but I did get the hat. So here's the hat. This was an eBay pickup. In fact, buggers. So I do have to, full disclosure, this hat was not my first choice. I got a hat from a seller who sells a bunch of hats. And they had this hat available in my size. I got it. It was actually after the eBay bucks came through. So I put the eBay bucks on it, so I got it a little cheaper. Okay? And I was excited because it's a hat I wanted, and it's hard to get. I have a couple jerseys for it. It's the Angels 50th anniversary hat with the capital A, with the halo. And I have a Mike Trout, and I have a Torrey Hunter that go with the patch on there. It's on the side. I do have an Angels 50th anniversary hat. I have two of them, actually. One's the more current Angels hat. The other one is with the lowercase a, the throwback with the lowercase a. And they're fine, but I'm a stickler. And the jerseys are really from the era more with the capital A, the uppercase A, Angels A logo with the halo. And there was a hat available for it. It was on my cart. I wasn't getting it right away. It was a little more pricey. Got my eBay bucks. Okay, ready to get it. I got it. Everything was great. Later that evening, I got the email from the seller. Sorry, we didn't realize, inventory of this hat wasn't available in this size. And they didn't have it in any other size that I could wear. So that was a real buzzkill. That was that was one of those that's like, eh. So then I was able to replace it with this particular one, and this particular one is one that I wanted to get to go with the jersey that I hope to get at some point this year. And it is what it is. So I guess in a way it worked out, but I'm still disappointed about that Angels hat, because I really would like to get it, to go with those two jerseys, and it's an elusive hat. I should have gotten it back in the day. I didn't. But anyhow, here's the hat I was able to replace it with. It's the New York Mets World Series 2000 hat. It's got the Subway Series, of course, on the side. Yankees, of course, won that series in 5. I was more partial to the Yankees, to be honest. But I wanted to get this hat because I want that Mike Piazza 2000 World Series, Subway Series, World Series jersey that Mitchell and Ness pumped out, I guess, maybe a couple months back. They made him and they made Robin Ventura. And of the two, I want the Piazza. So it was available on Fanatics and Fans Edge. It's one of those that, you play in the stock market, right? I was surprised it moved as quick as it did. I am, but maybe I shouldn't be. It's a hot jersey, and it is the pandemic, so more eyeballs are on it. So, yeah, it sold out before yours truly can get it, but it is one on my hit list. I'm hoping that, maybe by Father's Day, we can actually go get out and, the store can be open and they'll have the sale, and I'll just run and grab it and have it to go with this hat, because this hat goes with the jersey. This is the hat, and it's the black jersey. It's the alternate jersey with the New York across the chest. It's got the logo, the World Series logo on the sleeve, and this hat will go perfect with it. It's actually it's an old school hat too. So it's got the gray under brim. It's got the white interior band. As you see, it does have the Bannerman logo, and it has that big patch on the side. And to be honest, I need to get that jersey, because I don't have any other jersey that this hat's going to go with, okay? So that Piazza 2000 World Series jersey, I got to get because I got nothing else with this. The other Mets hats, Mets jerseys I have in the collection do not go with this. So, and I got the hat, but I got the hat as the setup. I do want to get that jersey. I'm hoping to get that jersey. I'm hoping that there's going to come a time where we can go out and do things, and I'll be able to grab it, during a sale at the store. Unless they open up online for new release stuff to be put on sale. Who knows? Mitchell and Ness, you just never know. Mitchell and Ness is just what they feel like doing. Sometimes there's just no rhyme or reason to why they do things a certain way with the sales, or why they don't do things a certain way with the sales. It's very roller coaster with them. So it is what it is. But I got the hat to go with the jersey. I just don't have the jersey. And being a Phillies fan, it's not like I'm just going to wear the hat around. I don't want people to get the wrong idea. But being a Jersey head, yes, I have jerseys of rival teams and the hat to go with them. And I have some Mets, and I do want that Piazza, jersey. Not that I'll wear it much during the baseball season, but at least it will be in the collection. Anyhow, that's going to do it from me for the pickups. I had a few to share from various different sellers in various different places. I am hoping that one hat that seemingly is sightseeing in New Jersey will make it over to me at some point. I have another one on the way from eBay. I'm hoping that one shows up at some point soon, and I can do another hat pickup vid for you, the viewers. I mean, it's not like we have much else to watch these days, right? So you can binge watch my videos. But I do appreciate you giving me some time and tuning in here. I hope I can be a little bit of entertainment for you all, whoever wants to watch these videos on my channel. I bring you a little of everything. I got hats, I got jerseys, I got, Eagles analysis during the football season. So, so you never know what you're going to get from Mighty Fan. In fact, that speaking of the jerseys, I do hope to have the next installment of my collection series to you by the weekend. The next one on tap is the authentic and custom baseball. And then after I show those, I got through the baseball jerseys. Besides the Phillies, I'll get to those eventually. But everything else would have been shown. All the Mitchell and Ness and all of the custom and authentics that I own. And after that, I believe I only got one response to it, and it was football, I believe, of what people wanted to see me show next: football or basketball or hockey. So again, whatever sport, right now I guess I'm leaning towards football because I believe someone did ask for football. But if there's a sport you want to see after baseball, whether it's football, basketball, or hockey, let me know. Right now I'm leaning football, and I guess it makes sense with the draft coming up in a few weeks. But yeah, certainly there's more than enough basketball. There's a smaller but suitable collection for hockey. So, I'm definitely going to be sharing a lot of different sports. It's just I'm trying to get through it one sport at a time. But I believe on tap after this video this weekend, it'll be football. And like I said, in a way it makes sense. It leads us into the draft and everything. So, but at any rate, that is going to do it for me. I blabbed on here for 24 minutes plus. I've showed you some hats. Do take care out there, everyone. I know it's a tough time right now for a lot of people with this pandemic going on. It's affected so many people and so many lives and so many families. And all the best from me to you and your families out there. Stay safe. Practice that social distancing. And you take care out there, everyone. And we're going to get through this thing together. At least we have an outlet like YouTube where there's tons of content, tons of idiots like me making these videos. I shouldn't say idiots. Silly people like me making these videos out there with all sorts of things in all sorts of ways. Yeah, at least we have that to get through, to help to get through, right? So, yeah, take care out there, everyone. Be safe, stay safe. And I will be back soon here on my channel. Make sure, if you haven't already done so, to subscribe and hit that bell icon when you do, so you'll get alerted to my next videos. Make sure you like, and feel free to comment below with what you liked in this video with hats. If you have a collection, if you have, other things to share in the comments, feel free to do so. And I will see you all around the channel again soon. All right, everyone, take care and be safe.